What a day. What a day yesterday was, what a day is going to be today. Oh my gosh. You are teed up for greatness. And we're going to get it started right now. We haven't seen this gentleman in a while, and he is something special. Fabulous man, fabulous actor, and a United States Marine veteran, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Beaver. Carrying a concealed microphone.
I was a Boy Scout too.
Not a lot you didn't do, buddy. Not a lot you didn't do. Jim Beaver, everybody. All right, the stage is yours, sir. Jacksonville.
How am I going to get it in my suitcase? Hello, idiots. Oh, give me a break. Excuse me while I whip out the elixir of life. Okay, I'm alive. Good morning. You guys still up from last night? Yeah. Well, yeah, I had a lovely, I don't know, 4-day trip from Vancouver. Didn't take me long to get here. Could have walked. But I'm glad to be here. This is my 3rd trip to Florida. Florida has the distinction of being the 50th state I visited in my life. And that means nothing, really. Anyway, rather than have me stand up here and babble, I'm just going to let you guys ask some questions. How's that? Okay. Okay. Thanks for coming out this morning. Stick around for the rest of the day, too. Hi.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm a little sleepy.
Welcome to Jacksonville, sir. We're
Thank you.
ecstatic that you're here.
Oh, good. Well, I would be too if I was awake.
Question I have for you, sir. Do you feel pigeonholed by Bobby because he's such a popular character? Do people just recognize you from that character, or do they see you from other?
No, a lot of people recognize, they don't just recognize me as Bobby. A lot of people recognize me from prison, and I used to do outreach. What did you think?
So you're not afraid to go back to prison then? That's what you're saying.
I didn't say that. No, I certainly don't feel pigeonholed by Bobby. I mean, I played Bobby Singer 58 times. In my mind, an insufficiency.
Yeah.
I played a lot of other characters, and the fact that they're all pretty much like Bobby is coincidence. Pure coincidence. Although I don't think Bobby ever ate a baby. I think I did that in a movie once, but I think it was a movie. It was very good with mustard. Anyway, no, I get a lot of recognition from Deadwood and Justified. Breaking Bad, but I think probably most people who say something to me or who come up to me know me from Supernatural, and I'm very pleased with that. I can't think anybody I'd rather be recognized. Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
You look familiar.
Just a little.
Maybe it's the outfit.
It's probably the outfit.
Yeah.
Hi, so
Better looking.
since both, oh, thank you. Since both you and Bobby have more experience in life and are wiser than probably most of us in the room, what advice?
Smart too.
What advice would you give to someone who is just about to graduate high school and get into the real world to be successful and be better at life?
Stay in high school. Yeah, don't leave. It's scary out there. Just sign up for a lot more PE classes and just get yourself in shape, and if you can do it, never leave. And stay off Twitter. I'm not exactly Dr. Phil here. My daughter says he's better looking than I am, but she's a child. But I would, if I was going to approach this question with any seriousness at all, it would be know everything you can know, read everything you can get your hands on, understand the world as best you can because it's full of surprises. And I'm a couple of 3 years older than you, and I can tell you that I still get surprised every day. So the more you know, the more you've crammed into your cranium, the better prepared you're going to be for it. Don't take it lightly, but take it lightly.
Hi, Jim.
Oh, hi, I got blinded by the
Blinded.
I'm
illumination.
so glad that you could be here with us
Wrapped up like,
today.
huh? I'm sorry, I missed that.
I'm so glad you could be here with us today.
Oh, I am too.
And
You guys would be
I miss
just
Bobby.
talking to this if I weren't.
I miss Bobby.
I do too.
But I also loved Sheriff Shelby in Justified.
Oh, well, thank you.
And in season 4, when he was leaving, you said balls as the character. And I wondered, was it scripted or did Bobby just come out?
It wasn't in the script. That was for you guys.
I had to back it up a couple of times to make sure that I heard it right.
Yeah.
I was laughing.
I couldn't figure out how to get idiots in there, but yeah, they said the director said, okay, you got to make a decision, and frankly, it'll work better if you say something. Just come up with something sort of like you're disgusted. I went, What could I say that might make me sound disgusting? And somehow that just popped out. I'm glad you picked up on it.
I did. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to JaxCon.
I didn't realize you got light this early.
My name is T. I'm an aspiring playwright, and I think you're an amazing writer.
Thank you.
Other than
You read any
Shakespeare,
of my stuff?
I have actually read your memoir,
Oh, okay.
and I know that you write plays as well.
Mhm.
And I know that you enjoy Shakespeare, but other than Shakespeare, what are your favorite playwrights and who would you recommend I read?
Well, my favorite non-Shakespeare playwright is Eugene O'Neill. Did you know him or something? I've read all of his plays, which is a task, because there are about 300 of them, and most of them are about 9 hours long. But I love O'Neill. I love the great classic American playwrights, Arthur Miller, Tennessee Williams, and I finally, after many, many years, got to do Tennessee Williams this past year. Oh, thank you. I mean, I got to do one of his plays. Suddenly occurred to me that some of your minds might be going elsewhere. But I like, I love good writing. The classical guys, I love Molière, I love Oscar Wilde, and then there's a whole bunch of contemporary people who do really good work, but those are my favorites. If I was stuck on a desert island, well, I don't know, with O'Neill, his first 5 plays ended with the protagonist killing himself, so we're not talking Neil Simon here. He can be a little bit of a downer, but I like downers, so yeah, I hope that's helpful. It's probably a pretty traditional answer, but good luck to you. Yeah. Hi.
First of all, thank you so much for being here. I've been waiting a long time to be able to meet you. Thank you so much, Mr. Any episode you've been in has always been one of my favorites, and you have my...
Mine too.
And you have my favorite quote of all time, which is on my t-shirt. But my question for you, the performance that amazed me the most was in Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. And how on earth were you able to pull that off? Because you were unbelievable in that episode.
Oh, thank you. It's funny because I was shooting for believable, whatever. Well, thank you. That was an interesting episode for me. It was, we chopped off an awful lot of heads in that one, I think. But it was also, it had some really nice, deep, emotional stuff in it, and I had enough resonances in my own life to be able to be gifted enough to bring it to the episode, and I find it rewarding when I can take things in my own life and apply them. And I got to work for the first time with Carrie Ann Fleming, who is one of the greatest people on the face of the planet, and I love her. And that was the episode that introduced me to her. So that was good all around. And it made up to being in a wheelchair on a set full of cables. Thank you. It was very nice of you to say. Hi.
I was wondering, because I saw that you're guest starring on Timeless, and what was it like to work with Kripke again, if you saw any of the writing elements and style from Supernatural? Like,
I'm sorry, on what?
Timeless.
Oh, on Timeless.
And Kripke.
Well, I've done 2 episodes so far, and to the best of my recollection, neither of them were written by people who were associated with Supernatural ever. I didn't notice any particular correlation or connection or resonance, but except for the fact that I do have an associate in this episode whose name is Singer. Might be a coincidence, I don't know. But I've discovered that in the world of Eric Kripke, there's no such thing as coincidence. You know, it's a fun, exciting, intriguing twist on a familiar premise, which is pretty much what Supernatural is. So it resonates that way. Yeah, it comes out of Eric's mind, so it's going to be innovative, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to have some deep stuff, and it's going to have some loony stuff. And if you, I think you'll see or feel resonances, but there wasn't a lot of overt stuff, other than a guy named Singer standing next to me. That was interesting. Okay, thank you. Hi.
So I was wondering, as both an actor and writer, are there certain elements or effects that your acting has on your writing or vice versa?
Do you have another question? No, that's actually a good one. It's something I hadn't ever given much thought to. I can't directly think of anything. They both come from the same place. They come from an effort to understand people, to observe and recognize the traits in human beings and to replicate them, whether you're replicating them by writing down the words they might say or replicating them by saying the words they might say. They both come from the same place. I can't, well, the one way that one affects the other is that when I'm writing a script, I'm very conscious of what it might be like to have to do what I'm writing. I did a play years ago where I swore this play could not possibly have been written by an actor because I spent 3/4 of the play dressed up as a 19th century old lady. And I walked off stage and about 12 seconds later walked back on in white tie and tails. And I said, no actor wrote that because there's not time to do it. So I'm conscious of things like that. You know, don't write a sentence that an actor can't get his mouth around. Don't give him a task that's too hard. Don't write bit parts that don't have names. It's no fun for an actor to tell his friends he got a part and they say, what is it? He says, third plumber. No, the third plumber goes home at night. He has a job, he has a family, he has a life. His name's Joe, not Joe the plumber. Yeah, so I don't know if that answers your question, but it was an interesting question. Thank you. You're back. Is there a sale on trench coats?
I was wondering, other than Egypt, what was your favorite line from the show?
My favorite line from the show, other than Egypt? Well, family don't end with blood turned out to be a great line, and it's a resonant line, and it's obviously one you guys have taken to heart. And I think that's really, really cool. Because there are a whole bunch of lines you could have taken to heart that would not be as inclusive. And one of those lines is probably my favorite line I ever said on the show, which is, get the hell off my property before I fill you so full of rock salt will crack margaritas. Yeah! I wish I had written that line. Hi. Hey.
Everyone loves
Is
you.
that a head growing out of your shoulder?
Yes.
Oh, hi.
Everyone loves you. And
Well,
they
thank you.
Brought back Mary. They brought
Not
back
everyone.
Louise hundreds of times. What do you think about them bringing back Bobby? And do you think it will ever happen?
I think it will happen. I'm beginning to get a little discouraged about season 12, which, you know, I'm weird that way. It actually means something to me to be in every season. It just, mainly it's, you know, you go on IMDb and it's 2006, 2016, 2018. It's like I didn't show up for work one year. That's happened in the past. There's no way they're done with Bobby. Says the guy who said there's no way he wouldn't be in season 12. But hey, you know, it ain't over till it's over. And since I understand they just picked the show up for season 20, I'm hoping to stick around on the show until I'm not the only old man. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. I was wondering, since you worked so well with Steve Williams, if they proposed a series with you and Rufus, would you do it?
Yeah, even with him. Yeah, you know, it's, have you seen any of the other shows on the CW? Grumpy old men, it ain't. But, hey, it's never too late to change. Thank you. Yeah, that would be a hoot. I'd be very happy to spend a couple of straight years trying to figure out what Steven's going to say next. It usually ain't in the script. Hi.
Hi. Sorry, my heart is pounding. You're the reason I started watching Supernatural.
Wow. What a coincidence. It's the reason I started watching.
I was wondering, I love your writing, and you're clearly very, very erudite. So I was wondering who.
What does that mean?
It means you read a lot of books.
Yeah.
I was wondering what your favorite, pardon me, who your favorite author is that you wish more people would read.
Thomas Wolfe. Thomas Wolfe, he's from next door. No, next door. No, he's from next door, North Carolina. Anyway, he's a Southern boy, and I love Wolfe. Wolfe spoke to me as a very young man. I don't mean literally, but I read Look Homeward Angel while I was in the Marines, and I thought that it felt like he had sat outside my bedroom window watching my life, even though my life was nothing like the one he described. It really connected with me. I think he connects with a lot of young people who are willing to read. Now, Wolfe will go on. He'll spend 5, 6, 8 pages describing Christmas dinner, but by the end of it, you feel like you've had Christmas dinner. Yeah, he's my favorite author of all, and I wish more people knew his work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Area guide, I'll have to remember that. Hi.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good to hear.
Is that all you see?
Oddly enough, I don't really think you guys are that tall to me, but that's because I have ex-boyfriends that are like 6'5", so.
I bet you do. A lot of them, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, but they also realize really quick that they don't need to defend me. Congratulations on the cat.
On the cat, yeah. Well, we ain't got the cat yet.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in season 12. We know it's not going to happen, but in the next episode, Bobby comes back, sees what's going on with the boys, and meets Mary. What would he say to the boys?
To the boys and to Mary. To Mary, I think he'd say, "Hi, babe, long time." How's our boy? I've been reading fan fiction. I'll start writing that stuff. To the boys, hello, Idiots. What else is there to say? I hope I get the chance, and season 12 ain't over. Thank you. Hi.
Hello, sir. I want to say thank you for your service. My daddy's in the Air Force.
Oh, well, thank you for you.
I was wondering what your reaction was when you found out that Bobby had died, like when you were reading the script. Because mine was straight tears. I'm still low-key mad about that.
That was pretty much my response. You should have seen my accountant. Well, I didn't find out by reading the script. They called me up and they said, "We've got good news and bad news." The good news is, if we weren't on the CW, you'd win an Emmy. Because the script's that good. And the bad news is, sayonara, Jackson. So they didn't really say Jackson. They didn't say sayonara either. They just said you're dead. Yeah, at the time I found out, I didn't realize how substantial my demise was going to be. Because they said, "Yeah, we're killing you off, but you're coming back as a ghost." And I went, "Okay, well, okay, then I'll be a ghost for the next 5, 10, 15 years." Yeah, it wasn't until we were actually shooting Death's Door that I realized, well, this looks bad. Because they threw a going away party for Bobby. For Bobby! I was invited, but it was for Bobby. Yeah, they had a whole big video, Bobby's whole life and adventures, and did it say Jim anywhere? No. So, yeah, I was a little dumbstruck. Not dumbstruck. And a little disappointed. Sorry, allergies. Yeah, it was a surprise. It was a big surprise. It was a nasty, rotten surprise. But they were right. If we'd been on the CW, I'd have won an Emmy. Thank you.
Hi.
Probably not. Hi.
Hi. This is nerve-wracking. Okay. I just wanted to know how or when you started acting.
Let me see. 1971. You were probably just a toddler. Your parents were probably just toddlers. Yeah, 1971. I got out of the service and went to college and discovered that there was one job that was more fun than work. It's probably a lot of jobs more fun than work, but yeah, I did a play and I thought, okay, I know what I'm doing the rest of my life, and that's how it turned out. So, yeah, it was college. Go to college. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. When actually filming your death scene, how did you get into the mentality of that? Like, what method did you use?
I closed my eyes and tried to look like I wasn't breathing. You guys remember that episode of Extras with Ricky Gervais talking to Ian McKellen? And he says, okay, act. When I'm in Lord of the Rings, I pretend I'm a wizard. When I'm not, I'm just Ian. So, that's pretty much it. I pretended I was dying. No, it was, that's kind of it, actually. I don't go too deep too often. And of course, I was dying with Jared twisting my toes at the end of the hospital. So it's kind of hard to go all methody when that's happening. Hi.
Hello. My question is, if you could rename vampires, what would you call them? Because, like, just for example, I started calling Wendigos Canadian spooky scary skeletons.
Okay.
Is there something wrong with calling them vampires?
It's pretty generic. I mean, like, they call vampires too.
Jefferson Starships. Yeah.
You can do it.
Toothy Fang Buddies. A little redundant, but you know, it's early. Yeah, so that's going to end up on a t-shirt. Thank you. Hi.
Hello. When you were playing a ghost, how did it feel, and was it difficult adjustment to play him instead of like a live Bobby?
Well, I had to come in early in the morning and divest myself of my corporeal self. Takes a lot of concentration. You lie on the little couch in your dressing room and doze off. And then they wake you up and say, come be a ghost. I had to come in maybe 10 minutes earlier to get white crap slathered all over my face. And when I was in a scene, nobody would look at me or talk to me. It's not a whole lot unlike real life. That's why I come to these things, because you guys are looking at me and talking to me. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was, for the first couple episodes as a ghost, I wasn't all that crazy about it, because literally I didn't have any dialogue with anybody. I mean, I would sometimes say, hey, I'm right here. But that's not really dialogue. But it was there was a lot of standing around watching other people live. And, but then, you know, it turned out okay. And then I threw that stinking flask in the fire. Anyway, yeah. Outside of the makeup and nobody talking to you, it wasn't much different than the rest of the show. Hi.
Hello, sir, very nice to meet you, and thank you for coming and
Thank
for
you.
your service. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Great deal. I had a question. You seem like quite the Renaissance man, so...
That's because I was born during the Renaissance.
Which do you prefer? I mean, which is more inspiring to you, live theater or film?
They're real different. I like them both. They're, what I like particularly about theater, you get the whole story all at once in order, which, boy, you sure don't do in TV and film. Yeah, there have been a number of things that the first thing I did in the film was get killed. And then all the stuff before that got shot later. And that's a little weird. Theater, you get that through line, and you get this, you get tens of people watching. And if you happen to say something funny, or, oh look, I have a tag hanging out. We're just overflowing with elegance today. Glad I didn't pull that any further out. I was saying something incredible. You get a response. You get an immediate response from the audience, and most actors will tell you that the audience is very much like an additional character in the play, and it's not just you hear them laugh or you hear them applaud. You can feel their response to what's happening on stage, and it feeds what you're doing. Even if it's just, you know, out of the corner of your ear somewhere in the back of the theater, you hear a gasp or something, and you think, okay, I'm having an effect here. And sometimes you feel that even as the character. So it's really rich in that way. On the other hand, not very many people get to see it, and all of your friends say, oh, I heard you did a play. Film and television, a lot of people, yeah, I couldn't fill the first row here with people who've seen me do a play. But you guys have seen an awful lot of television that I contaminated, and look, you're here. And you can go back and look at it again. And as an actor, that's helpful too, because you can go back and look at it and see whether it worked. When you come off stage at the end of an act or end of a play, you can only kind of guess whether what you did worked, or whether the applause was for somebody else. So I like them both. They're both really cool, but they're very different. Thank you. Hello.
I just wanted to let you know, I'm from Boston, and you got amazing reviews for Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm sorry that I couldn't see it this summer. I was injured, really wanted to, but you know, how was your experience in the Berkshires, and how did you like doing Big Daddy, and are you going to be doing more theater in the Berkshires?
I don't know. The Berkshire Theater Festival asked me while I was there if I wanted to do another one, and I said yes. They may have started building their own small wall right then, but if they ask me, I'll go back, yeah, because I love the Berkshires. If you haven't been to the Berkshire Mountains in western Massachusetts, you should go. It's absolutely gorgeous, and you're the one who saw the play. It's a great place for actors. It's a great theater company and a great theater area. There's theaters all over the place, and in the summer, people come from all over the country to see good theater. And yeah, I'd go back. It was great, and I love Massachusetts. It's a cool place.
We love you.
Thank you. Hang up your calendar, what? Go Patriots, I got it. That's football, right? It's the one with the oblong ball? Hi.
Hi. I'm just so glad you could be here for my first Supernatural Con.
It's your first?
My first Supernatural Con.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
My 96th.
I was just wondering, out of all the plot lines and the bad guys throughout the series, which one was your favorite to contribute bringing the end about?
Which one was my favorite to what?
Your favorite bad guy that you brought down?
Oh, my favorite bad guy that I brought down. Did I bring any down? You know, as repulsive and difficult and annoying as he is in real life, I sure love working with the trickster. He comes off as a really good man. Thank you. Hi, I got either 2 minutes or 2 questions or V for victory.
Hi, you're awesome. I literally came up with a question on the spot just so I could talk to you.
Yeah?
What was your favorite episode to do?
My favorite episode to do, you guys probably didn't see it. It was called Weekend at Bobby's. I like that one. Even though I didn't get no pie. Or was it cobbler? Like there's a difference. Thank you, darling. Hi.
Hi.
You're back again.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw you on Psych. You did amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
I've always been a really fan of you and stuff. I've been acting my entire life, ever since I was little. I need some advice.
Was it like 6 weeks ago, man?
No, kind of like 4 years old.
Uh-huh.
I think I've been writing scripts ever since I was 4.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I need some advice for acting when I'm in the future.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do it good. Don't do it bad. That's kind of the same thing. No, it's the same thing I said before. Read everything you can get your hands on. Read every play you can find. Read every actor and director biography so you don't make the mistakes they made, because their biographies are full of their mistakes. And it's a great reverse guidebook. Be nice to everybody you meet on the way up, because they're going to be the ones kicking you on the way down. And never make anybody sorry they hired you. Are we done? No, I'm not done? I am done. Oh, look, okay, he's on the phone. Hi, what?
If you could do an impression of anyone on the show, who would it be, and can you do that impression for us?
I'm too talented to do me shut. I'm the bloody king of hell.
Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jim Beaver.
I get excited and I start to beat. Jim Beaver!
We have so much show